Okay, we're talking about more angles. We're going to be looking at two types, reference and coterminal angles. So let's just really quick go over drawing an angle. So this is my 0 degree line. So if I want to go 90 degrees around the circle, it makes a right angle. If I want to go 180 degrees around, it makes a straight line, with the angle being all of this. 270 would be 3/4, and 360 would be to go all the way around, kind of like when you do a 360 on a skateboard, you go a full turn. And negative is the exact same. Always start right here for 0, but you're working backwards for negative. So this is negative 90, negative 180, and negative 270, and then negative 360. You can keep going around and around and around, the numbers just get bigger. So the first one, reference angle, is going to be looking at, if you're given an angle, I want to know how to get from that ray you make to the x-axis. So here, I need an additional piece. Over here, I have this ray, and I have this piece missing, okay? Always go to the x-axis, okay? Never to the y-axis. And they're always positive, okay, no matter what. So coterminal angles, you've got an angle, let's say it's given, and this is our end point of the angle. That's called the terminal side, and this right here where you started for 0 is the initial. So that means that a coterminal angle can go around and still have the exact same end point. So for example, if this one had been 45, this next one right here, if you go around, so from 0 to 360 with another 45, so that might be, let's see, 405. Okay, we just added 45 degrees, or 360 degrees. So that's that. Let's try a practice problem. So if we want a reference angle for 410, it is negative, so what I'm going to do is graph it. And negative is clockwise, so go around. So we were at 0, we hit 360, and then we're going to end, and this right here is negative 410 degrees. Okay? So we've gone around the circle and a little bit more. And I want to know this right here, this reference angle, because I want to go to the x-axis. So this extra piece that we did have, it ended at negative 50 degrees, okay? And that is measuring this already, which is the same distance, if you look at that, but make it positive. That's it. Super easy. Okay, this next one, coterminal. So when you draw it, negative 2/3, this is in radians. So if you can figure out radians, remember pi is over here. This is 0, pi over 2, 3 pi over 2. Okay? Because that's 90 degrees, that's 180, that's 270, that's 0. And to go all the way around would be 2 pi. So 2 pi divided by 3 would be going all the way around this circle 1/3, so about right here, okay? Or if you look at it this way, we have pi, and we have 2/3 of it, okay? So 1/3, 2/3 of pi. Break it up into pieces if you need. Okay, this is negative, so I'm going to show you another way to do this too. So pi, we're going to go 2/3, so we're going negative, so we're going this direction. And this is 1/3, and this is 2/3. So that right here is negative 2/3 of pi. And I want to know the coterminal angle. So that means if I go around in the negative direction and get back to that same spot, I added 1 full circle. Or in this case, I went minus 1 full circle. Only because I went in the negative direction. Okay? So So I take my original, okay, and I'm going to make this have the same denominator. So if we put this over 3, we have to do this times 3 also. So the pi stays, and we get -2 and -6, which makes -8. Okay? And then let me draw this again so we can see our positive angle, because we want a negative and a positive. So, again, we have -2/3. And now I want to go in the positive direction to that same angle. So we want to know what that is. So we can take the same angle and add 2 to pi to it, because we're going to add as if we're going all the way around. So we've started here and we've gone all the way back around, basically. Let me draw that in another color. Started here and went all the way around. So that's one full circle that we added. So we get this plus 6 pi over 3, because we got to change that 2 to be a fraction. -2 plus 6 is 4 with that pi. So those are our two answers.